What is up, everybody? It's Steve here today. So we're gonna talk about this post right here. This is very similar to the last video I did where I talked about how Final Fantasy Remake is not coming to Xbox. A lot of Xbox guys are angry about that, but this takes it to another level that I'm kind of not supporting. I don't get why these guys are doing this. Doesn't make any sense to me, but hey, to each their own. But this guy has a sentiment that I've seen a lot of Xbox guys having over this weekend about this Final Fantasy remake news. So this guy says Square Enix is literally never getting a dollar out of me because of how they treat Xbox, and I own a PlayStation. So he's first saying he's boycotting all Square Enix products from now on, even though he has a PlayStation, a PS5, which can play the Final Fantasy remake game and the part two of the remake. So it's kind of the reason why you got the PlayStation to begin with, is to play these exclusives that's not on Xbox, because I like to play pretty much all my games on Xbox, but if there's like a few that's exclusive to PlayStation, then that's what the PS5 is for. So I can play those exclusives on the PlayStation. So I don't get why you would boycott it. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that's kind of the reason why we got the PS5 to begin with, or the Nintendo Switch, so you can play those exclusives. That's on those platforms. So I'm just not getting this mindset where if you got all consoles, why not just play the exclusives on the consoles that you play the games on the console that you got them for? So I don't get that. I don't get the whole notion right there. But there's a few Xbox guys who have the same sentiment, which I'm just not supporting whatsoever. It's like, if a game is exclusive for a platform that I have, I'm going to play it on that platform. No matter if it's not on Xbox. It's like it is what it is at the end of the day. These companies are all trying to get you to buy their consoles and buy their games. So that's just how it is so far. It's like if people want to play Starfield, they got to buy an Xbox or buy a PC. So same thing with Final Fantasy. Sony has made it clear they want Final Fantasy to be associated with PlayStation at this point. So it's just business at the end of the day. Like this guy says, it's a business move. Why pay money? Why pay money to develop a port that doesn't sell? They have tried Final Fantasy 15 on Xbox, and it just doesn't sell well. It just doesn't sell. The type of people who play Final Fantasy JRPGs play on PlayStation. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. It didn't just not sell on Xbox. I didn't see the sales data for Final Fantasy 15, but I'm pretty sure they're making money regardless. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be as high as a PlayStation, but they're still making money regardless. So, uh, let's see. My guess is Sony gave them a metric ton of money to stay off the Xbox platform for the Final Fantasy remake. We might get it 2 years from now. Who knows? And then people keep saying the sentiment that nobody buys it on Xbox. So if that is true, so why does Sony have to make it exclusive to PlayStation now? If nobody's gonna buy it on Xbox, people will pretty much buy the game on PlayStation anyway. Then why make it exclusive to begin with? That narrative doesn't make sense right there. So from now on, we can consider the mainline Final Fantasy games are console exclusives, just like Bethesda games are console exclusives, and it's okay. The S ain't right to begin with. Yeah, there's still a lot of Square Enix games that's on Xbox still, though. Like all these games he mentioned on Xbox. That's a lot of games, a lot of future Square Enix games that come on Xbox. So they just don't want the main line Final Fantasy stuff to come on Xbox for whatever reason. So like their games are still coming to Xbox, to be honest. So I don't see to go to the extreme saying we're boycotting Square Enix now. I'm like they're still bringing games over to Xbox. So I don't know about that. Let's see. Courageous, so courageous. Agreed, I'm sick of this. How the very first game was on PlayStation 4, nobody got salty until now. I mean, it was kind of implied that, hey, there's gonna have a 1 year exclusivity deal with PlayStation is gonna come over to Xbox, but that just never happened. So there's a reason people are salty about this, because they was definitely making an attempt to all these Final Fantasy games on Xbox. But this is the one that they said, hey, we're gonna stop putting these games on Xbox because Sony's paying these guys. So you're gonna give them more of a reason to skip Xbox, sure. See how that works out for you. I can't blame you, but I'm probably gonna buy games on my PS5, but still hope to be able to double dip on my Series X or Switch. They did the same thing to Sega, does not surprise me. Y'all tripping, the Xbox is fine, they don't need the game. It's clear Sony is paying an astronomical amount of money to keep the game off of it. But that shouldn't stop anyone from enjoying it or playing it. Yeah, I'm still going to play it day one when part 2 releases, so I'm not skipping anything. It's like I got the PS5 for a reason to play these exclusive games. I'm going to play the exclusive games on PS5, so I'm not understanding this mindset of just boycotting overall. It doesn't make any sense to me, especially if you own a PlayStation. Okay, that's Admiral. Would you do the same with games that's Xbox slash from Sony, or are you just a console warrior? I'm sorry, but this is just ridiculous thinking. So you won't be supporting Bethesda or Activision or Blizzard games if they start releasing them on PlayStation. Is that right? Because buying a game exclusivity is wrong, but buying a whole multi-platform publisher is fine. This is so sad. Why are you crying? Yeah. There was a lot of people who were making the same type of comments, but they didn't even play Final Fantasy games, was talking about this. Like, how they gonna boycott Square Enix as well, but you don't play Final Fantasy games, so why do you care? So, I don't know. There's a lot of weird notions. I don't know if people just want to be in a conversation. That's kind of the same thing with, like, the Starfield. Like, a lot of hate was coming to our Starfield, and it's like, a lot of these people who are hating on Starfield, they don't play Bethesda games to begin with. They don't play the Fallout games. They don't play the Elder Scrolls games. So I was like, why do you care so much about Starfield to begin with? I think a lot of people just want to be in this conversation, to be honest. When it's like, they don't like the games that's being talked about anyway, so. One of the dumbest tweets I read in a while. Even when it comes to Xbox, these clowns won't even buy it. They just want to get some points on social media on the fact that PlayStation lost an exclusive clown community. Once again, the notion that Xbox guys don't buy games. When, if that is true, then it's like, why release games on Xbox to begin with anyway if nobody's buying games? And it's like, Xbox is one of the big 3 companies right now, so what do you mean nobody's buying games on that platform? It's just stupid. that mind state is just so stupid. Nobody's buying games on Xbox. At this point, what game dev is getting $1 out of you Xbox dudes? Y'all buy no games. The same stupid narrative once again. If they were to put the games on Xbox, they're going to put a $7 price tag on it, and y'all will complain and not buy it. I mean, a lot of people don't want to pay $70. The PC community, it's just funny how they say Xbox guys do. They almost want to pay $70, and it's like, the PC guys ain't paying $70 either, to be honest. They ain't paying $70. They ain't going for that $7 price tag, because I don't know what that notion is that only Xbox guys want to pay $70. You own a PlayStation and you're crying? This makes absolutely no sense. Are you guys okay or what? It's just systems and companies, so when I see someone saying stuff like this, it makes me confused. Do you people have personal stakes in these companies? Although if you're a real gamer, you buy the games you want when they come out, regardless of the platform. The Xbox did this to themselves when they decided that buying games is bad. Where is this notion coming from? Do they got like some statistics that say Xbox guys just don't buy games? Because this is like the 3rd comment I read where it says like nobody buys, the Xbox guys don't buy games. Where is this notion coming from? The Xbox guys don't buy games. If it's a game I want, I highly anticipated playing, I'm gonna buy it day one. So I don't know where this notion is coming from. When it's like, I legit want to know why they keep saying this. It's so stupid. Because we use Game Pass. Because people want to rent video games or Game Pass. But you don't buy games and all. It's such a stupid notion. This is weird. Yeah, so most people are not agreeing with this guy as the gist of it, which rightfully so. It's like, you got a PlayStation, just play the game on PlayStation. It's not that serious. I don't know, some people feel really offended by this. Like, I mean, I'm kind of angry. I'm slightly angry when I heard the news, but it's like, at the end of the day, I got a PlayStation to play these games on. It's like, I prefer to play everything on Xbox, but it is what it is. You got a PlayStation for that reason, so I just don't get it. Boycotting seems a bit extreme in my opinion, but to each their own. But definitely want to see your thoughts about this down below. Do you agree with this guy? You boycott it, or do you disagree? Say if you got a PlayStation, might as well play the game on PlayStation. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.